Hello, my name's Armando Hernandez Jr. I'm 28 years old. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and currently I'm an automotive technician here at Midas.
That's good. There we go.
So mental health's always been like a gray area. You know, I was always taught to stop crying. You know, it was a feminine thing. No one wants to hear about your problems, stuff like that. You know, when I joined the Army, kind of got worse because, you know, they teach you to basically push everything back, bottle it up, keep going. The mission's more important. So, you know, that really took a toll on me because I didn't know how to regulate my emotions. And eventually, you know, I had a mental breakdown and it wasn't good. You know, I lost myself as a person. I lost myself spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Wasn't good. And, you know, I knew I needed help, but it was just taking that step to get help. Luckily for me, you know, I had my wife. She was basically been my counselor the entire time. And, you know, she helped me get through a lot of stuff, but there were some things that I needed professional help with. And, you know, so eventually reached out to the VA and told them, hey, you know, look, I'm having trouble. I need help. You know, I have a problem. I need help. And they referred me to a counselor. And, you know, I've gone to that counselor a couple times. And, I mean, so far we've been pretty good at solving or coming to a conclusion about why I feel certain things or why I feel the way about certain things, and how to handle them in a healthy way versus putting it all back, you know, because I want to be better for myself, but not only for myself. You know, I have two boys, so I don't want them to grow up the way that I grew up. You know, I want them to be able to handle their emotions in a healthy way, and you know, not be like me growing up. You know, I want them to not have to worry about going to see a counselor and getting help because they don't know how to handle their emotions. So that's definitely something that, you know, drives me to make that change for myself, because I want my kids to have a better version of me, and my boys to, you know, be better for themselves, for their wives, their families here in the future. So yeah, I mean, I guess that sums it up.
I tell you, I got down in the pit and I threw out my back.
Armando Hernández, soy de San Antonio de Bejar.
In the beginning, no. Like I said, I didn't have anyone to talk to. I was always told it was no, stop crying, or no one cares, or shut up about it. But, you know, now that I made that step and I took that step to get help for myself, it's definitely a lot easier, you know, and I definitely came out of that hole that I was in. And so I know the help's there. I know it's hard to talk about it, but, you know, you just got to take that step. And since I got that help, you know, made a promise to myself to help out as many people that I can, specifically men, with their mental health. I'd like to say I've succeeded in one case with a buddy of mine, but it's probably as far as I'll go with that. But yeah, I made it my mission to help people, because it's doable. You just got to be willing to do it, you know? Yeah, you told them you stopped. But behind closed doors is a different story. Just because you open your hand doesn't mean it doesn't count. The thing that helped me was letting out your emotions, because at times we try to talk about something traumatic or, you know, something that's hard to talk about, and we don't because we don't want to cry, or we don't want to, you know, whatever the case is for the person. Me, it was crying, you know, because I've been through a lot mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let out those emotions, because that's part of the step of talking about things that are, you know, that are affecting you. It's part of the process. And if it's something that you're serious about doing, you know, taking care of yourself, whatever, it's part of the process, and it's going to be okay. You know, whether you know, write things down and cry or whatever, or you cry in the shower because it doesn't technically count. But as long as you take that little step, you know, you just got to get the process going. I mean, it's not going to be easier if you don't. It's something you got to do. Now, so letting those emotions out is probably what I would say has helped me. It's letting those emotions out. Don't be afraid. So my advice to the younger generation of men out there with mental health is get help when you need it, not when it's too late. Because at that point, I mean, it's too late. You know, I've been on the end where I was, you know, I figured it'd be easier to, you know, do the forever sleep. You know, that's not always the case. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, you know. So get help when you need it. Express those emotions, you know, get them out. You can't keep them in forever. You know, you may think that you can, and you probably can for X amount of time, but, you know, there's only so much, you know, a glass bottle can hold before it breaks. So just get help when you need it. I mean, talk, whether it's a homie, your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to say. Just talk, man. Get it out, because that's how we change the world. You know, it starts with us. You know, we make one little step, cool. But the younger generation sees that they take 2 steps and the ball just keeps going like that. Eventually, I mean, we'll live in a world without a stigmatism towards men's mental health. You know, eventually it'll get solved. But, you know, get help. Don't be afraid. I can do it, you can do it, you know? It's not that hard. I say that, but it is. But yeah, man, just get help, ask for help. Don't be afraid. There's plenty of programs out there, you know, discreet, whether it's over the phone, face to face, whatever. If you're a vet, go to the VA, man. Because eventually it's just going to get worse. So just reach out, get help. So, yeah. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Stop it.
Get help.